Hello, everyone. I'm David Shaw, and I want to be Brian Scary when I grow up. Anyone else?
I want David Shaw to adopt me.
Laughter happens, by the way, is most likely with people that you're familiar with and you know. So as you get to know each other more, you'll laugh more. Because laughing is about winning, and you win as a group.
We are going to challenge you all to a sport that our family invented because our father worked in a shoe factory in New Hampshire, and it's called shoe golf. So rules, you all know the rules, or you've invented your own rules. So you pick targets, you see how many shots it takes you to get to the target. I think a lot of it is straightforward. The person furthest away goes next. There's no mulligans.
I love the weekend that we had up there. Whitewater rafting was great, especially with everyone. I felt like I knew everyone a lot more after that weekend, which was really nice because, like, you know, we're a small cohort, so having that weekend to start the program off was really good. And then also the dinner was really great as well. I enjoyed the chopped competition and speaking to David about just everything from like ESG impact investing to like how to get board of directors for your company. Like, it just the varying topics was really interesting.
I feel like there's just been so much. Like, I don't know, in a month I don't usually do this many things. I mean, there's been so many things that, like, I feel like I've already learned so much from all of them. Like, met so many people, made so many connections. And then I feel like everybody, like, we all know each other so well now.
What makes you special, what makes you needed is your difference. You know, if each and every one of us could just keep our different individual thoughts and input and whatever, and then support that, then the world would open up.
So much about improv is about listening and agreement and sort of agreeing to play together. Have you all heard this principle of yes and? Yes and is, yes, I agree to the world you are trying to build, and I'm going to add to that.
When I got to meet with this year's, explorers and innovators, it gave me great inspiration. You know, I think it's easy to get down and depressed these days, but when you see young people with passion and ideas, it's a great inspiration. I'm hopeful about the future just seeing what I saw tonight.
The Shaw family, and I'll speak for myself as well, is we're very happy to support a program that we think will add to the special education experience here at UNH. And beyond academic excellence, we want to emphasize adventurousness, innovation, exploration, curiosity, risk-taking, adventurousness, and in a Shaw favorite, disruptiveness.
This is not a business exercise. That's why we have artists coming in. That's why we're doing non-business related stuff.
We really want today to kind of be about giving you all an opportunity to just sort of tap into the creative sides of your brains, kind of kill your internal editor a little bit. We might do some improv exercises.
When I was your age, I was two things, and I was good at it. I was foolish, and I was fearless. The beginner's mind, which you all have, is really powerful. It's really important. We're experts. We've been doing this for years, and that's a trap.
I really like 3DS. I never would have done that if it wasn't part of the Shaw Explorers, and like because of 3DS, my like little baby of an idea, it like actually has some ground now. It's grown roots, I feel like, and like that's really cool because I feel a lot more confident.
But, he makes large scale stuff. His name is Jesse Salisbury, and he's from way down East Maine. And this came from a famous granite quarry down there. So I have pictures of the block, the raw block of stone before he started working on it.
That's pretty cool.
And you can kind of see that he uses these. He learned how to sculpt in Japan, and he learned this old-fashioned way of cutting the stone. Although it looks like he did a little bit of new tech stuff too. That's pretty smooth. So that's sawn. But this they put wet wood wedges in there, and then it freezes and it splits it.
Open?
Yeah. So it's old time Japanese. Stone carving.
You have to wander around and see that, but obviously the general theme is what, a material, what can it become?
Yeah.
And how does it change from what it is?
What is music? Music starts off with a series of vibrations that pulse through the air and change the pressure, and our ears pick it up and translate it into this incredible thing. You can generate a note from an instrument that's vibrating the air, and that can do more for someone's emotions than almost any other medium.
Our brains work by predicting a lot. And so you take everything that all your sensory experiences and everything you've learned, and then you're faced with a new situation, and your brain is trying to predict outcomes. And this is particularly important, or at least I paid attention to it as it relates to fear.
Well, I've never been whitewater rafting, so I'm a little nervous. It's going to be a treacherous journey.
We'll see how it goes. Possibly drowning, maybe.
If you've had an experience that predicts that everything's going to be okay, but when you're in a situation that might cause other people to be fearful, then you're good.
I had a blast. I loved it.
One of the best days, I think, ever. It was life-changing, and I could probably do crazier, level 5 rapids come at me.
Your brain, someday later, sometime in your life, your brain calls on that experiential learning in a way that's different than book learning, memorization, and that kind of thing. And that kind of background know-how can be incredibly valuable. I've always tried to blur the distinction between work and play in the companies that I'm in. But I don't think of it as work. I think of it as the great game.
It's quite amazing how people who aren't used to being creative or don't think of themselves as creative, when you get put in a position and say play, and here's some things to play with, it's just astonishing how creative people are. If you give people that chance to play, amazing things happen.
I'm a person that's benefited from having mentors, sometimes very informal mentors, and after a lifetime of school, of being judged by academic performance, I found that that's not necessarily a good judge of whether someone can create great value in the world. Being judged by conventional standards, it's something that you need to overcome. You can create value in the world through curiosity, through entrepreneurship, through critical thinking and many other things that are far more important in your life than academic performance.
One, two, three, explorers!